This is a photograph of Magdalena Maier Leibniz. She was a young girl in Nazi Germany, and she was a victim of the Nazi euthanasia program. The euthanasia program, or the T4 program as it's sometimes known, was an effort of the Nazi government, the Nazi regime, to restore, they would have said, restore the racial integrity of the German nation. The Nazis and their ideology defined people with physical and mental disabilities as a genetic as well as a financial burden on society and the state. And many of those individuals who were institutionalized for their disabilities, the Nazis viewed as, quote, life unworthy of life, individuals who could be first sterilized and then ultimately murdered through the Nazis' clandestine euthanasia program. Between October 1939 and May of 1945, when war ends in Europe, the Nazis murder about 250,000 disabled patients, and the vast majority of those are German Aryans or German non-Jews. And Magdalena Maier Leibniz is the face of one of these victims. She belonged to a very prominent family. Her father was a professor, her elder brother became a famous physicist, and one of her uncles became a very prominent local politician in the post-war in West Germany, or the Federal Republic of Germany. So Magdalena's experience shows that the euthanasia program didn't exclude those individuals who came from wealth or privilege. Beginning in the early 30s, she goes to gymnasium, which is a kind of German preparatory school. So that signals that Magdalena was going on to college and to a professional career, which wasn't usual in those days for young women. In 1935, she begins to manifest the first symptoms of the schizophrenia with which she was later diagnosed, and she had to leave school. In 1938, the family institutionalizes Magdalena in a very prestigious private clinic called Kannenberg. In 1941, Magdalena and some of her fellow patients are removed from the Kannenberg facility to Hadamar, a facility in the town of Hadamar in sort of west central Germany, not far from Frankfurt. Magdalena's parents remain concerned that she's transferred to a facility and they don't know exactly where she's gone. This is a clandestine program, and there's a very elaborate bureaucracy to hide this clandestine murder program on German soil. In fact, Magdalena's parents are told that she dies at the Brandenburg facility, not far from Berlin, in 1941 of tuberculosis. In reality, however, Magdalena is murdered in the gas chamber at Hadamar in 1941. She's one of 10,000 individuals who are gassed in that gas chamber within 8 very short months of Hadamar's early operation. Hadamar goes on to claim 5,000 more victims from 1942 through 1945, killed by lethal overdoses of medication. Magdalena is one face of the 250,000 victims who died as a result of the Nazi euthanasia program.